Hello everyone, this is Accurate Driver, and hey, we're in Minecraft! That's something new for this channel, though I must admit, my original channel, my first videos were actually Minecraft. But why am I here? Because I've got a Minecraft theory. That's right, little piggies, I've got a theory! Or more specifically, once again I'm going into someone else's theory and making it my own. The Game Theory channel just recently released a compilation theory of a few different Minecraft things in relation to the Minecraft movie. And the one that I'm specifically targeting is the one dealing with the potion that General Chungus, love the name, ends up getting to make it so he doesn't turn into a zombie piglin when he's on the surface. And the game theory is that that is some sort of netherwort thing that's a vaccine. It's not. It's not a vaccine. Now, we've got... Put my little boots on. There we go, now I can move. We've got netherwort, which grows on soul sand. And the idea is you crush that up, you make some juice, and then you either put it in a potion, which is the future thing, or, we come over here, you use a nether spreader, which comes from Minecraft Legends. And the idea of this is similar to a bunch of RTS games where it's like you've got a species that needs to be on a specific time of terrain, so you spread it. So the spreader allows the nether entities to be on the surface. However, while a vaccine could technically do it, I'm not saying that. The Game Theory channel did a really good job of looking into the various things, but if we come over here, does that look like just an odd potion? Just one of the awkward potion would be the correct term. No, it looks more like, oh, I don't know, a health potion. In specific, if you come over here, if you combine a water and netherwort, you get the awkward potion, which if you combine the awkward potion with a glistening melon, you get Potion of Healing. Which kind of looks like that. We select there, Potion of Healing. Yeah. Whereas, admittedly, I would expect more of Potion Regeneration because it's something that works over time, but it's pink instead of red. Now, what do I think this potion and the spreader does? Because if it's not a vaccine, how does that work? Well, magic. Or more specifically, we have, at this point, a few different sorts of magic in the Minecraft world. The potions, which come from the nether, it's very much nether specific because everything starts with these, the nether warts. You take those, you put them with water, you get the aqua potion as I showed below. Now, where do these grow? On soul sand? Huh, I wonder if that has any kind of meaning. Oh wait, it does. It's got soul in the sand. And that's where magic comes from. And how am I going to prove that? Simple enough. You kill any of those enemies out there, and you get experience. I'm not saying what we're dealing with here is actual souls as magic. Rather, experience is magic. Because, if we go back up here, and come around here, we'll see a little enchanting setup. You grab a sword or whatever, you open up here, and bingo bongo, you spend some number of levels, 30, though I'm in creative mode, so that doesn't matter, and suddenly you have an enchanted weapon. Something quite magical. It's doing things beyond what normal items could do through magic. And that's surface magic. However, where's the magic coming from? Well, experience. And how do you get experience? You go out and kill stuff. And when you kill stuff, they drop experience. Which, you know, what gets released when something dies? What might happen to collect into a sort of sand-like structure? Why, souls. Yes, experience is magic. Soul sand has souls, which the netherworts, which are a type of mushroom, a type of fungus, known for breaking down stuff. So they're not taking souls, rather they're breaking down the souls that are in the soul sand to extract the magic that's in them to allow them to grow. And through that, we're able to get very nether-aligned magic into the potions. But that doesn't really answer the why does this potion work despite it looking like a health potion, not a regen potion, because regen potion would make some sense, like constantly healing so that you don't die and turn to a zombie. But no. You get a piglin, you set them on the surface, and they're just instantly a zombie. There's no slow death or anything. Well, I think that comes back to magic as well. Because I've already said there's a surface magic, which is enchanting, and we've got another magic, which is potions. But you can use potions on the surface, right? Well, what if the reason we, the players, can use potions is because of that awkward potion step? It is literally an awkward middle ground. You go, you grab the nether wart, you put it with water, and it's kind of like sort of surface magic, sort of nether magic, because you don't get water in the nether. Up here on the surface, though, it's just everywhere. So, what might happen if you then combine it with something a little bit more? You add, a glistening melon or any of the other things. Suddenly, it's 2 parts surface magic, 1 part nether magic. And we're still able to use the potions because, well, they're still potions, the magic still works. However, it's more surface aligned, and so we, as the players, can use it. Whereas the awkward potion, that doesn't do anything. And the potion that the piglins have, that they use both as a potion later on, and honestly, early on, this is the crude form, despite it looking more complex than just a potion. The nether spreader thing, what they do is basically just take nether wart, grind it up into a paste or a liquid, and spread it around. And that is the nether's magic. The magic that keeps the piglins alive on the surface. Because the surface is against them. I wouldn't blame it either. Going by the theory that's currently mostly accepted as far as I know, the piglins turned the nether into the nether. It used to have water and ice, especially with the upcoming updates with the gas and stuff that you'd be able to get on the surface and whatnot. So, totally, I would, as the surface world, I would not want those piglins coming through. Now, this is all cool. We've got the awkward potion turning into surface magic through our various ingredients. Fair enough, players can use that. We've got nether wart being used directly, getting that magic from the soul, and providing as like a protection, I guess, from the surface magic as kind of a shield around the piglin's soul. Obviously, it would eventually wear off and they turn into zombies, but for the time being, they would be protected. Or the spreaders, which they have their own uses, but it's definitely a cruder form. And the timeline would designate that because the Minecraft movie obviously happens given various features after the legends. So the potion is meant as something to not chain them down, because if there's a spreader here, they go walking too far this way, they turn into a zombie. Drink a potion, long as the potion lasts, you can go wherever you want. Now, we have 2 dimensions here, each having their own sort of magic. But there's more than just that, isn't there? Like, if you would think the overworld has a magic, the nether has a magic, wouldn't the other places have magic? Well, yes, actually. In fact, we know one very well. Grab out an ender pearl, chuck it around, suddenly we're somewhere else. And it creates one of these little doodahs sometime. Why, that's a magic of its own type. Teleportation. But some might be like, well, yes, it's teleportation, but only the Nethermen have it. Do they? Because if we happen to get out a certain egg, and we throw it down, when you click it, where'd it go? No, seriously, where'd it go? Really decide to... Oh, there we go. It teleports. So, I theorize the Nether has potion magic. The surface has enchanting. The end has teleportation. And that still leaves one place left, but I haven't quite figured that one out, so I'm going to leave it be for the moment. In fact, if you have an idea, why don't you leave in the comments below? Because right now, I think this could be a really interesting theory that combines everything together. Over the various versions we've been gathering power, we went from just the regular enchanting to having potions to teleportation, and I think we're gonna get a little bit more power. And I think it's just gonna make the world more cohesive. And honestly, I'm excited for that. Oh, and players, they're the wild card. They're the, I was gonna say third, fourth, but at this point we're like the fifth or something. And whether it's because we're the builders of old, or just, as with the Minecraft movie, just like people from a different world, that doesn't matter. We are from outside of this paradigm. We can come in, and yes, there's the whole we can craft. So maybe like our world is the world of craft magic. That wouldn't be out of place, in fact, it's a good theory. And once again, comment below if you like it, because I think there's some legs to this. So yeah, like and subscribe, please share this around. Anyway, this is Accurate, and I'm signing off.